you doing here? This isn't the place for a human, you know. And in the middle of a fierce blizzard, too? You're lucky it was me who stumbled upon you. My family wouldn't be so kind, especially to someone with a broken leg. I'm surprised you aren't in a worse state. You're a long way from home, aren't you? These lands are unforgiving, even for one of my kind. What is my kind? Well, I'm something of a hybrid. Mostly human, with a little bit of wolf blood. Yes, I suppose I can take off my hood. You see them now, I'm surprised you're not screaming. Most humans don't have such a calm reaction to my ears. Perhaps you're a bit whimsical yourself. Always believed there might be creatures like myself in this world. Well, you're right, but now isn't the time to dwell on that. I don't know how you ended up in Silverrune, but you had best make your way out of here if you value your life. I suppose you can't move with that broken leg of yours. Humans are so fragile. Well, don't expect any help from me. I have my own survival to worry about. I wasn't wandering these woods for fun, you know. There's a flower that only grows in these mountainous regions. It's medicinal, and I need it. I really have no time to be helping a human. So, you can leave now. Oh, that's right. I suppose you can't. Well, don't look at me with such pitiful eyes. Someone like me doesn't have any sympathy for humans, so there's no point in trying to win me over. No, of course I've spoken to a human before. You're not the first. I've spoken to countless humans, actually. What do they eat? Well, they eat grass. It should be grass, right? Well, that doesn't mean anything. I can speak to humans without knowing what they eat. It's not like I've ever spent that much time with one. Are you shaking? Humans get that cold in the snow, huh? And you're not dressed appropriately at all. Really, what were you thinking? Coming out here in this blizzard wearing nothing but a thin coat? Oh, all right, human. Here, take my cloak. I'll be fine. My kind was built for weather like this. Don't stare at me so much. I know my ears and tail are in plain view, but that doesn't give you an excuse to gawk. Anyway, we better get out of this storm. You can stay with me for the night. It's the safest place in these woods. Here, lean on me. Don't let go, okay? This forest is full of temptations. Shapeshifters that will take the form of your loved ones and call your name. Don't listen. It's not real. They're only looking for their next meal. Alright, let's go. It's not a far walk. I can only think of one reason why someone would be in these woods. You're here for the century flower, aren't you? So, that means you also have someone. Many claim the century flower can cure any illness. It's hard not to be skeptical of these claims, but this forest is home to many creatures beyond the realm of normalcy. Anything is possible here. The century flower blooms only for 7 days. The prophets have all said today will be the first day. The forest has been especially dangerous these past few days. Many have come to search for the flower. But you already know that, don't you? It's not surprising you were attacked. I'm only surprised that you were left alive. The Fae, especially, are merciless. There are many factions at odds with one another in Silverrune. The largest groups are the Fae, the Goblins, and the Shapeshifters. Currently, the Fae have the most power. They are the most organized of the factions, with their own government enforcing laws on the inhabitants of Silverrune. The Goblins take issue with the strict regulations of the Fae. They prefer to exist in harmony with the forest, instead of molding it to fit humanoid desires. The Shapeshifters are the most dangerous of the factions. They can take whatever form they please, and often sow discontent and terror wherever they go. Because of their abilities, they are impossible to identify. That is why you must be careful who you trust in these parts. If you thought for a moment that I let my guard down around you, you would be wrong. However, I can tell you have no magic. It's a sense you develop the longer you live in Silverrune. As for me, well, you'll just have to trust me, won't you? My kind? We're not powerful enough to be recognized by the Fae courts. I prefer it this way. I was never a fan of politics. There are many groups like us, creatures not recognized as official factions. It would be impossible to inform you of them all, especially if you have no intention of staying in Silverrune long term. We are nearing my home now. I suppose I need to tell you something before we arrive. I don't live alone. My little sister lives with me. She's the only one, though. We've distanced ourselves from the rest of the family. It came down to a difference in beliefs. You know, wolves are not so forgiving to runts. Our family believes we should act as wolves do. But we're less than 5% wolf, and I prefer to think of myself as human anyway. It's not like these ears change who I am. My sister won't cause any trouble for you. If you trust me, you can trust her. Her name is Millie. Oh, I never did tell you my name, did I? It's Stella. And what is yours? All right. Let me speak first. We don't want to alarm Millie when we enter. Her sense of smell is sharp, so she will notice you right away. There is one more thing I should tell you. Millie is sick. She's been frail her whole life, but her condition has been deteriorating quickly. Her lungs are weak, and a few months ago she lost her vision entirely. So, please be aware of this while you stay here. Her health is my top priority, although I will help you too. Who's there? I found a human with a broken leg by Cliff. They aren't dangerous, don't worry. I see. You're so kind, Stella. We don't have much time before it gets dark. As a human, you'll be very vulnerable in Silverrune. The shapeshifters can detect weakness. My home should be impervious to their magic. There's an anti-magic barrier set up, so their scrying should be useless. It's important that the doors and windows remain closed. Alright, now let me take a look at your leg. It seems like it really is broken. Millie, can you cast Mend Wounds? Yes. Your leg is broken, right? Should be no problem for me. I'm not very good at most things, but I can heal better than anybody in Silverrune. Shame it doesn't work on me, huh? Thank you, Millie. Human, why don't you get some rest? Humans do sleep at night, correct? It's warm by the fire. I'll keep watch tonight, so don't worry. Just get some sleep. Good night. Stella, is it really safe to bring a human here? Don't worry, our anti-magic barrier is strong. I would never put you in danger by bringing a human here if I wasn't certain it was safe. Okay, I can see the human has no magic, but can we really be sure shapeshifters can't disguise their magical presence? If that's possible, the Fae haven't discovered it, and it's very difficult to hide anything from the Fae. Don't worry, Millie. Get some rest. It's late. Okay, sissy. Good night.